together, but at the end result, if don't nobody benefit or don't nobody win from it, what good was it? You know what I'm saying? And that's just, if we gonna be G about it, they ain't being G. You know what I'm saying? If Wayne really y'all homie, that go for all of them. None of them, man. If Wayne y'all homie, y'all supposed to run up in there and say, man, we ain't doing nothing till everybody straight. We ain't doing nothing. Ain't nothing. If you waving that flag and if you will die about it, man, my homie ain't, but everybody ain't built like that, so I understand. But, at the end of the day, when you watching, the clock tick on somebody like Lil Wayne that the streets really got love for, that's the first homie I saw sell 1 million records the first week.
Right.
And, he broke so many different barriers, so many different ways, you know what I mean? Being from the South, and me studying the other dude business practices from that point, me being a student of the game, I always studied. I always studied Tony Draper. I always studied Ted Lucas, whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's all about good business, regardless of what we do, where we go. You know what I'm saying? You got to clean your face. You ain't a boss if you owe a nigga.
So let me ask you, with even that being said, I don't want to stay on this too long because there's so many other things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Even with that being said, do you have concerns with it elevating to maybe somewhere where does it need to be, with people's feelings being hurt or people want to take up somebody else's situation?
You say people feelings being hurt?
Yeah.
No. Do I feel anything? No, I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing, it's just the truth. And if you can't deal with it, however you feel, it's whatever. You come see me. I ain't tripping, whatever. That's just on some boss talk. It ain't 100, you ain't 100. So ain't nobody gonna look me in my eyes being 100. Not like that. This Dade County.
It sure is, and
we rock different.
You sure right about that, because I've given credit to you and Trick Daddy originally with the Wayne situation, supporting that, Yeah.
It's just like Trick Daddy. It's just, Dade County, we've been through certain things, you know what I mean? And we've always stood tall, and nothing won't change that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nothing.
Let's talk about some love you showed to home team on the first track. Was it the first track, Ross?
First track.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Track number 1. That's the homie, man. Major 9. I know him as Chad. He also defensive end for the University of Miami. He was a standout football player, in the city. And, when I first met him, it was a few years back. He was a senior in high school, and we had met each other at Dave and Buster's. I had went and spoke to some students, and I stayed in touch with him. And, he had got his tuxedo and all that, and he was like, "ROZAY, to make my day, man, if I could drive that Rolls Royce to the prom." I said, "Come get it," you know what I'm saying? Going to the prom, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I'm saying? Bring it back to where you right, you know what I'm saying? And